Hi, everybody. Hi. Hi, welcome. I'm Christy Faith. Hi, everybody. Come on in. I'm here to answer any questions you might have about homeschooling and education. It is a freezing day here in Denver. We have had such a cold snap, you guys. It's insane. Hi, everybody. Come on in. Come hang out with me. Grab a water or your drink of choice. I have several drinks of choice, but I think I'm done with the wine tonight, and I'm going to do water and coffee. Hi, come on in, everybody. Hi, it's Christy Faith. I'm here again. It's been a while since I've been able to go live. I've just been so busy. I have an amazing membership now, and I'm trying to write a book, and I'm still trying to homeschool and be a mama and put healthy meals on the table. And my goal this year has been to go live twice a week, but I think it's only been about once a week. But I'm working on it. Hi, everybody. Tell me who you are. Don't just be a lurker tonight. Come hang out with me. I want to see you. I want to know who you are. Do you have any questions about homeschooling or education in general? I'd love to know. Is there anybody here that's a friend? I'd love to know if you're here. Welcome, everybody. Hi. I'm Christy Faith, and I can answer a lot of questions about homeschooling. I've been in education for over 20 years. Oh, look, I got a heart. Hi, Amber. From Oklahoma. Are you a homeschooler, Amber? I'd love to know. Hack your homeschool. Hello, how are you? Hi, everybody. Hey, you guys. Here's the thing. Like, I was on a Zoom with Mary. You guys know Mary. I was on a Zoom with Mary last night. And after I got off that Zoom, I'm like, I wish as homeschool mom creators Zoomed together. Like, I wish we hung out. So, hi, Rebecca. Northward, hi, I'm new here. I own a custom kids apparel brand. Wonderful. Hello. Okay, yeah, nice. I'm glad you're here. Please ask me any questions that you have about homeschooling. Hello, it's Laura 1988. Awesome. Hack your homeschool. You just finished Brave Writer. Nice. Very, very cool. If you guys have any questions, you can ask me curriculum questions. You can ask me anything about educating children. I've been in the education space for over 20 years. If you know my story, over 10 years ago, I kind of had a deconstruction, and we decided that we were going to hightail it out of the system and homeschool our kids, and we have not looked back since. But I've taken all of my education, everything that I have learned, and I've transferred it to the homeschool space. And so that's a lot of what my TikTok account is, although I also talk about just trying to be the best parent that we can. And education in general, I've taught everything, K to college. Yeah, do we have a question?
Yeah, we have Kitty Cat 08.
Hi.
And we have Laura and we have Amber. We're going to get to all of them. We're going to start with Kitty Cat.
Okay, we'll get to everybody. Hang on. We really do try. So I'm a different breed here on the lives. We really do try to get to everybody. And hey, if you are a mom in here and you see me not get to a question, this is we're all together in this, and we mentor each other. Please answer questions in the comments. I beg you, I ask you, let's make this live be really just a group coaching thing. Yes. Okay, sorry.
So Kitty Cat says, nervous to get started, kindergarten.
Oh, yeah. Kitty Cat, what I want to tell you is homeschooling kindergarten is just really precious. What you might be nervous about, I can suspect, is teaching reading. Is that right? I want to hear your feedback. Because a lot of moms are nervous about, am I going to be able to teach my kid how to read? Or maybe your kid is already reading, but share with me what you are nervous about so I can help you tonight. That's why I'm here.
Little Me says, where do I begin to homeschool?
Where do you begin to homeschool? I have a totally free 26-page guide on how to homeschool, and it's in all of my link trees on my socials. Grab that. That's where to start. It's totally free. And then ask me questions tonight, which is also free.
Kitty Cat says yes, and I have an 18-month-old.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wonderful. Yes, on the reading?
I think so.
Yes. Okay, so Kitty Cat, you're nervous to teach your child to read, and you also have a toddler at your knees. That's the case for so many of us, and this is what I want to encourage you with. I want to encourage you with two things tonight. Three. One, you can do this, but I'm going to give you reasons why, okay? One, you can do this, and I'm going to tell you why. The first reason why is that it's actually not rocket science to teach a child how to read and to write and to spell. The homeschool curricula options out there are so beyond stellar of anything compared to anything offered in the public schools. You can buy curriculum that is literally scripted, where you read the script, you cannot mess up, that is written by an expert beyond experts. So there are a lot of great resources to teach your kids how to read. I'm going to name them. If I could have a volunteer here in the live to just write what I'm about to name. We have Logic of English, not only a scripted curriculum, but also the owner, the expert who wrote the curriculum, does video lessons. So you can literally sit there and watch a master teach your child how to read, write, and spell. We also have Rooted in Language. That is another curriculum. Could someone write that for me? Yes. In fact, I was on a 2.5-hour Zoom yesterday with the owners of Rooted in Language because I really wanted to make sure that it was a curriculum that I could recommend, and it absolutely is. They are wonderful, and their reading one, their early one, is called Pinwheels. Of course, one of the gold standards is All About Reading, right? We all know All About Reading. And then if your kid has any trouble in the reading space, then we recommend Barton. So those are 4. Thank you. Yes. Thank you for whoever is writing those. I really appreciate it. Yes.
Yeah. I think that's Angel.
Thank you, Angel. Are you in my group, Angel? Are you in my group? See, because sometimes I don't know the usernames with the names. Yes. Thank you, Am Clambert. Yes, I appreciate you writing those. Yeah.
Oh, and Mary just popped in.
Mary!
Right.
Thank you, Mary. Mary, do you have anything to say? Do you have any book? Okay, do you guys follow Mary? If you don't follow Mary, you need to. How close are you to getting your playlists, Mary? I want to know. Mary really wants to get her playlists on TikTok. If you don't know Mary Hannah Wilson, you need to follow her. Can we put her link in here or something? I don't know. I don't know if you can do that on a live. But if you're not following Mary, you need to, because she teaches really cool book clubs on OutSchool for homeschoolers. And they're phenomenal. We've done them. Okay, 150 away. All right. Yay! You guys go follow Mary. Oh my goodness.
All right.
Yes.
Laura, are you still there, Laura?
Laura, are you here still? I hope so. Hi, come on in, you guys. I see people just coming on in. I welcome you. Ask me anything that you want about homeschooling. I probably won't have every answer, but I'll try.
She wants to know about your thoughts on Waldorf homeschooling.
Oh, I love every style of homeschooling. I support every single style, and there are some wonderful things about Waldorf, so do not look back. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, yep. Katrina just asked, how do I join your group? I've emailed, but what's next? How much is it?
Okay, Katrina, yes. So the group is closed. It will be opening. Did we decide if it was going to be March?
I think it's March 1 or before.
March 1?
Probably March 1.
Okay, probably March 1. Oh my goodness. Mary, you're so sweet. Oh my goodness. I know OutSchool is the best. Yes, you guys, I do have a private group that is absolutely phenomenal. What we're doing in there is unlike anything that's being done in the homeschool space. I basically nurture, feed, and mentor you. And I have an amazing team of mentors in there. And the group offers so much per month. We offer 6 different deliverables. Tomorrow night, we have a parenting expert that I have brought in to teach us, because so much about successful homeschooling is parenting, but not parenting like rule-following parenting. It's really about connection with your kids and everyone enjoying their lives together. So we have a workshop every month. We have discussion groups, 2 options for different discussion groups. I even have nighttime options for parents who work. We have a printable that we drop every single month. This month's printable is a Valentine's one that's really, really good. I'm so excited about this one. I think it's dropping tomorrow because we wanted it early. And then we have office hours that are separated by age. So we have teen office hours, elementary office hours for littles where you can come and ask all of your questions. You can also DM me anytime. So something that's really special about the group is those are always the messages that I check first. So sometimes it does take me a week or 2 to get back to emails. but the DMs I check within 24 hours. And so it's just wonderful. And then there's also an amazing community. We have parties. It's just great. So if you're interested, it's closed right now. I'm sorry, I'm talking it up, but it is closed. But you can get on the wait list, and it will be opening up March 1st, apparently.
And Marnie just hopped on Instagram.
Marnie! Oh my goodness, you guys! Marnie Love just hopped on Instagram. She's the parenting expert that's coming into the group tomorrow. Marnie, what do you want to say on Instagram? She doesn't have TikTok. We need to talk her into getting on TikTok. But second, not to offend you Instagram people, I love you too. Marnie is our parenting coach that is coming tomorrow, and I just love her heart. She's going to encourage us and equip us tomorrow in our workshop. It's going to be wonderful. Okay, do we have other questions?
Okay.
We'll wait for Marnie to say something.
So we have Love and Light, who's in the group.
Hi, Love and Light.
And she asks, science curriculum for 2nd grade.
Science curriculum for 2nd grade. Okay, I'm in a curriculum mood. I'm in a mood to just let it rip. So you're not gonna, what you're not gonna get out of me is you're not gonna get out of me that I think your kid should be opening a science textbook and learning all this useless crap, okay? They're young. They're in 2nd grade. You're just never going to hear that from me. And you can disagree with me until the day that you die, and I won't care, because I think that science is one of those subjects that in the younger years should be all about wonder and igniting a love for learning. That is what the most important thing about science is in the early years. They're gonna get biology, chemistry, they're gonna get all that later. They're gonna get their stuff they need for their college credits. When they're young, we don't need it. We don't need it. So I am a huge believer in the Charlotte Mason style when it comes to science. I am not a Charlotte Mason homeschooler, but I do think she was right with a couple of things, and this is one of them. And she believed that in the elementary years, science is really about nature and studying nature, wondering about nature, going out in nature, drawing about nature, nature journaling. So we tend to buy nature study curriculums, and those tend to be more on the Charlotte Mason side. And so that's what we do. Yeah.
She says she loves science.
Oh, you can love science. Okay, and here's the thing. You can totally love science, and you could want your kids to know those hardcore sciences, and then you would just go with a more traditional style of homeschool curriculum for those hard sciences. Yeah. And also, and I'm glad that you brought that up, because parents have different priorities, and we're wired differently as well. But today we did science in our morning time, and we studied cattails, and it was all about nature. And everything when I say cattails, it was like this massive major science lesson, going from like seeds to pond study to water cycle to, it was like it was very sciencey, but it was based off of nature because what they could observe. And they were just so excited because we have cattails near us. So
yeah, she says she trying to find something for her to learn, and it's fun for me to teach too.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, absolutely. So you can look at The Good and the Beautiful. That's a great one. Cindy West is also a wonderful nature study science gal. And then, of course, the traditional homeschool curricula options will go into like regular. They'll go into like science according to standards. So I do not teach, full disclosure, I do not teach or care about standards when it comes to science, but I do about other subjects. So
Kylie Joe, I was homeschooled and loved it. Went to public school as well.
Oh, Kylie, I'm so glad. Thank you for sharing that tonight. Hey, everybody, come on in.
Yep.
Oh, good. Love and Light. I would love to hear you in the comments. Talk about that, because I've never used The Good and the Beautiful Science. So you let it rip. I've never used it. I want to hear about it.
Little Me says, my son has an IEP. Can we still do a homeschool program?
Not only can you do a homeschool program, but you can do it better. So I want you to go grab that IEP, read the last couple of pages where it lists all the accommodations, and I want you to highlight what you cannot do at home, because chances are you will highlight nothing. Unless your child needs therapies like speech therapy, occupational therapy, of course you need to find specialists for those types of things. But in terms of classroom accommodations, extra time on tests, noise canceling headphones, all of that you can do better at home. So it is a complete lie that our society has taught moms that if your child has special needs, you are now all of a sudden disqualified from teaching them, because it is one of the top reasons why parents choose to homeschool. It's because the school is not serving their child who has special needs well, so she takes it into her own hands. And then those kids end up thriving because they have a customized curriculum. They have a parent who studies them well and wants the best for them and loves them. No one knows your child more than you. And no one will put the effort in and go to the ends of the earth to give your child the education that he or she deserves more than you. You will stop at nothing. No one's going to stop you. There's no way anyone could do it better than you. Ever. You can do it. Yeah.
Lizzie has a question.
Hi, Lizzie.
For kinder, what else do we need besides a good reading curriculum?
For kinder, reading, let's see, for kinder, it is very basic. Reading, writing, spelling, basic arithmetic, and then the rest is just whatever you want to do, right? I hope I'm not forgetting anything. But kinder's so fun, and it happens in such a Mary, stop voxing me. Are you still here? I should silence my notifications. Mary, do you know why I'm wearing this hat? It's because there's not enough dry shampoo in the universe to cover what's happening under here. And, yeah. Did I answer the kindergarten problem, or did I get derailed with myself?
I think you do.
Because I'm getting notifications on my phone.
She said, is there anything we need besides a good reading curriculum?
Writing, spelling, and basic math. Reading, writing, yeah. What curriculum do you use for a 3-year-old? I saw that come in. I would use a play-based. You don't need one. You do not need a curriculum for a 3-year-old. But I used one because I came from very much a system where, like, your kid needs to know stuff. And I used a year of playing Skillfully. That's what I used. It's a really beautiful curriculum, and it's based in science of studying of the brain of preschoolers. And so that's a really good one to look at. I don't work for them at all. I'm just telling you what I used.
And she's asking, what about a math curriculum?
For kinder?
No, just in general, what about a math curriculum?
Oh my goodness, you guys. Math curriculum. So math is one of those things where a lot of moms, I hate to say this, but a lot of parents quit homeschooling because of math, and you do not need to. There are some really great curricula options out there, like that, where you can outsource your math. For example, CTC Math is a great program with like amazing family-friendly pricing and a year of 12-month guarantee where you can get your money back. And so math is one of those things where you really need to find a fit for your own kid. And then once you do, but I have some top ones that I really like. I like CTC Math. I like Singapore Math. I like teaching textbooks, mainly for the struggling learner. I want to know what you guys use for math. Yeah.
Elizabeth says, so question, how do I start homeschooling, and I have a 2-year-old. I'm just curious.
Yes, you have a 2-year-old. It's great that you're thinking about it now, and I'm glad that you're here. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Please tell me who you are. Are you homeschooling? I'm going to answer your question, but tell me who you are. Are you homeschooling? What questions you have. I'm so excited that you're here tonight. And please talk amongst yourselves if you see me not get to a question, okay? So back to that one. What was it?
It was, how do I start homeschooling?
Yes.
I have a 2-year-old.
Yeah, so did you know I have a 26-page completely free guide on how to start homeschooling? It's in the link tree of all of my socials. So grab that. It really is good. It's not one of those lame freebies that people like say they're offering stuff and they're not really. Like it's good. So grab that and then reach out to me and email me and ask me questions, because even though sometimes it takes me time to get to my emails, I do answer them. Okay. And then if you're super serious about homeschooling, joining my group might be a really great option for you down the line. So it's closed right now, but if you're curious, there is a button in my link tree that will explain the group, but it is closed right now for another couple weeks. It will reopen though.
Someone says, I want to thank you for teaching me how to defend my decision to homeschool to my in-laws.
Yes!
You helped me so much on how
Yes!
to respond to their concerns. And yeah, she says, when do you start? My state says 7. My son's 4. Do I keep it play-based and still reading?
Okay, so here, I'm so glad you asked that. This came up in my membership this last week. So there's some confusion regarding state requiring registration and when you actually start. Okay, so most, I'm not quite sure to say most, but a lot of states have an age where they are requiring you to register your child as a homeschooler. Sometimes that is age 6. It's usually by the age of 7, where if you have a 7-year-old, they either need to be in school or you need to be registered as a homeschooler. It's just part of the regulation. A lot of parents mistake that for thinking, oh, I don't have to homeschool till they're 7. That's not necessarily true because I started homeschooling all of my kids in preschool at age 3. It's just the age that they have to register. It's more of a legal red tape thing than a recommendation. So I'm so glad that you asked that because that did come up in my group last week. Yes.
Trina, 1 full month into homeschooling my 6th grader. 0 regrets. Love it.
Trina!
If you are on the fence, do it.
Yay, Trina. Wait, Trina, are you in my group? Are you in my group? Mary, are you still here? Because we have a whole separate little subgroup just for tweens and teens. Yeah. Okay.
Gabriel says, we homeschool my daughter. She's in kindergarten. We think she has dyslexia. Any tips on helping her?
Yeah. So, one, you follow your intuition. If you think that she is struggling with dyslexia, I would definitely go forth with trying to get testing done. Not necessarily for any type of diagnosis, but the benefit of having testing done is that they really give you an idea of how your daughter's brain works with strengths and weaknesses so you can better teach her. But generally speaking, with kids who have dyslexia, you really need a phonics-based reading program based in the Orton-Gillingham method. So those would be programs such as All About Reading, Logic of English, Barton, or Pinwheels. Those are the top 4. I only recommend Orton-Gillingham based programs for teaching all kids to read, but that particular method was created to help kids who have dyslexia, and that is where you need to go. Yeah.
Yeah, my son is 4 with ADHD, soon to be on an IEP, and any services for homeschooling?
Yeah, so I don't know if your child is getting therapies in school, but when you homeschool, your child doesn't need services because you can better provide all those things that were on the IEP. You can do those things better at home. Look at those. It's extra time on tests. It's frequent breaks, snacks, doing, you know what I mean? It's all those things. You can, smaller class size. It's it boggles my mind that our society tells us that if our kids have a learning disability, that they need to be in school. It's you could be 1-on-1 or 1-on-2 or 1-on-3 or in a class of 30. It makes no sense. It drives me nuts. So, yeah. Do not let anyone tell you that you cannot educate your kid. With all of the resources that we have out there, and with you being a mama bear and stopping at nothing to give your child the education that they deserve, you can do this, and you can do it better because no one will care about your kid more than you. Do not think for 1 second that they have information that you could not get yourself with a 30-minute Google search. I'm serious. These people think it's like they have a God complex or something. That, oh, your kid has ADHD, they need to be in the schools. Oh, really? My kid needs to be in a class of 30 and then shamed and not given recess because they need extra time on everything. And then if it's bad enough, they get pulled apart and shamed and put in a separate class with like the labeled kids. Like, give me a break. I'm sorry. I'm getting off on a thing now. Christy needs to breathe. Part of it is, so I get a little bit emotional when it comes to kids who have special needs because my sister, are you here tonight, Aaliyah? My sister has profound learning disabilities, profound. And my mom says to this day, no one told me I could have homeschooled her. Like, it wasn't even an option back then. No one we knew did that. Was not common in our area of the United States that we grew up in. And my mom did the best that she could, but knowing what we know now, no brainer. She was tortured. She was tortured through school, shamed by teachers, shamed by friends, put in classes where, you know, she had to defend herself physically because there are a lot of the children in those classes were dangerous to be around. Very unsafe learning environment. I could go on and on and on. So I do get pretty emotional when people try to tell parents that somehow the school environment is healthier for a child with special needs than in a loving home with a motivated parent. Like, I want to say a bad word. I want to say BS, and I won't say it.
Blessed
Can I say that?
Well, you did. Blessed
I didn't say it. I didn't say it. Sorry. Did I go too far? Did I go too far?
You're all right.
Okay.
Blessed little house. 9th year of homeschooling here, and I still learn so much from you.
Oh my goodness. No way. You should be mentoring me. Are you kidding? That is so sweet. I want to know you. Will you email me? Let's be friends. Like real ones.
Daisy Lop says, can you repeat the reading programs for dyslexic children?
Yeah. Yes. So, Barton, Logic of English, All About Reading, and Pinwheels. Can someone write those?
Masael.
Hi.
And she asked a great question in the group. We were talking about it. Remember that other that online program, school program? We're gonna get back to that one. Enlighten them or something.
Oh, I didn't look that one up.
Well, she asked.
Okay.
4th grade.
Hi, Masael.
What do you recommend, and what subjects to focus on?
Okay, Masael, first put this in the. Why are you on the live tonight? Just go put it in the group. Okay, wait.
4th grade curriculum.
For what? What style are you?
What do you recommend and what subjects to focus on?
I forget, Masael. What style are you at? I don't know what to recommend. I don't remember if you're faith-based or secular and what style you are.
And she was looking at, that online academy, which is like public school at home, I think.
Okay. Was that one that you were looking at, public school at home?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Shout out to Taylor, 1st year homeschooling, 1st grader in kindergarten.
Can we give Taylor double tap? We'll give hearts, which is, to me, it's like a hug. Will you give Taylor some hearts right now? She's a 1st year homeschooler. It's a really scary thing to do, to take that leap. Yeah. BJ, oh, okay. Jeep Girl, no question. Good and the Beautiful. So Bob Jones is public school at home, but a Christian version. It can burn people out. The Good and the Beautiful is a Charlotte Mason style. It's a lot easier to implement, and it's probably quite a bit cheaper. Yes.
Fan of useful things. Any ideas on how to do it without a stay-at-home parent homeschooling?
No stay-at-home parent at all? How old is your child? I'd like to know how old your child is.
We'll jump to Kendra.
Okay.
My son will be 4.
Kendra?
Not that Kendra.
Okay. I'm like, Kendra, just ask me in the group. Okay.
My son will be 4 soon. I haven't done any official.
You don't need to do, you're not behind Kendra.
I'm overwhelmed.
No, Kendra, don't be overwhelmed. Are you in my group? We have a whole office hours just for littles. Preschool to 2nd grade. No, you're okay. You just need a nice, lovely, play-based preschool curriculum to get reading. You don't even need to teach how to read. You just need some reading readiness, phonics recognition, early counting, go outside and play. But you know what the most important thing is to do with a 4-year-old? When they ask you a question, answer it. Just take the time to answer it, which you're probably already doing. Because the thing is kids are never not learning. They're learning about the world at that age. They don't need to be learning curriculum yet. Trust me, that will come. And they've done studies. I've mentioned this so many times, and the most recent study, it just came out of Germany. Not just in like the science world, but and they did a whole thing on early academics versus just keeping stuff play-based, and it was no question that when you push academics really early, it thwarts development and causes a lot of burnout, a dislike of learning, all of that. So the most important thing for kids in preschool is that they are just in awe of the world, and they think it's so cool, and they can ask you questions. So, they love ice cream. Make ice cream together and go outside and count sticks and that type of a thing. A great curriculum, if you want one, is a year of playing Skillfully. That is a secular one. And then, of course, you can do, all of them. What I will say from all of the companies are generally pretty play-based and lovely. So you really can't go wrong with a preschool homeschool curriculum.
Laura Christina, homeschool mama 4 here.
Hi, I'm a homeschool mama 4.
She says preschool kids just need time and compassion.
They do. I agree with you. Let's be friends.
Fan of useful things. My kids are 11 and 14. I think I think she's a single mom, the one who wants to try and homeschool.
Okay.
I don't know if she's in the house or not.
Are you still here?
I think so.
Okay.
Fan of useful things.
Is that the mom who wanted to know if you can homeschool not being...
She's a single mom.
Okay, so you're a single mom of an 11-year-old and a 14-year-old, and you're not sure if you can homeschool. Well, it really does depend. So I don't think you can, in your state, I don't think you can legally leave your kids home alone. Do you work out? She works outside the home? Do you work outside the home or in the home? If you work in the home, it's definitely doable with those two ages, for sure. If you work outside of the home, you will need support. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But schooling those ages, it does not take 7 hours a day. So, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's co-ops and cottage schools and hybrid schooling and part-time homeschooling. So there's all sorts of stuff that you can do. Just 5 minutes from my front door, there is a private school that offers a program for homeschoolers 3 days a week, where they're at that school 3 days a week, and then they're home 2 days a week. So there's all sorts of options for you. Yeah.
Oh, she says, I'm a teacher, LOL, but I see the issues in the education system and I want out.
Yes. You know what? It might take you a little bit of time. So here's the thing. If you really want to do this, you could probably make a living being a teacher online and not in a brick and mortar school. But I'm not saying that's 100%, but I'm saying I think that is a possibility. And the other thing is that give yourself grace. It might take you some time. I know many families who've been on a 1-year plan or a 2-year plan to get themselves in a position so that they can homeschool their kids. So you are so sweet, and I see your heart, and I would love for you to comment further being in the public schools right now and what you're seeing and why you don't want your kids in there. And it all depends on the support that you have. Do you have family that can, because you don't need to do the homeschooling yourself. If you have maybe your parents or something who could help you a couple days a week, and then your kids could go to a co-op another day. And then you could do one day on the weekend. This is the thing about working homeschool parents that we all have in common, because I work full-time, but I do work from home, is that we're super creative with our problem solving. So it means, okay, well, that just means I have to homeschool on Saturdays. Is that going to take sacrifices? Yes, but it might be worth it for you. So, oh my goodness, I understand the predicament that you're in. And you know what? It could very well. So I am pro homeschool. I make no apologies for that. At the same time, I do not think everyone can homeschool, and I certainly don't think everyone should. And so even though my account and who I am is extremely pro homeschool, don't think for 1 minute that I come from a judgmental place with it. Am I judgmental about the public schools? Yes, but I'm not judgmental about you and the positions that each and every family is in. We are all in different positions. And some are able to work towards being able to homeschool their kids, but you know what? There are people that just, it's not in the cards, and that is okay. It is okay. All right? Okay.
Kay Walker over on YouTube.
Hi, Kay, on YouTube.
How many children are you homeschooling? Me? 4.
4. Me too. You're homeschooling 4. I'm homeschooling 4. One of my kids. Are you putting your laundry away? Nice.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Has anyone done an annual report? What does that look like? Do I need to keep a file for an audit?
Okay. This is such a great question. So in all of our 50 states have different regulations as to what homeschoolers have to do to comply with state laws. The first thing I recommend all homeschoolers to do is to make sure you are homeschooling legally. You do not need to get yourself into trouble, and it's a headache, and it's bad. It's bad. So the best way to know your state laws is to start with HSLDA. They are amazing. And if you're in a high regulation state, I would recommend that you join. Here's the other thing. I have friends in high regulation states that on paper, it looks super scary and complicated, but then when you actually get into the homeschool Facebook groups and see how people are doing it, you realize it's not complicated at all. So that's the second recommendation that I would make is 1, really know your state laws, make sure you're homeschooling legally, but get into those free Facebook groups of parents who are homeschooling in your state, in your county, all those, and ask how they're doing their regulations, because you will get all of the tricks, tips, hacks, shortcuts, and it will demystify the whole process for you.
That's great.
Yes.
Okay, over on Instagram, we had a comment from Lauren. I'm Lauren, homeschooling my second.
Hi, Lauren on Instagram.
Love following you.
Oh, thank you. And she's been homeschooling since kindergarten?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for following me on Instagram. Appreciate it.
I
have 2 munchkins in the room over there.
Okay.
Is the kitchen clean? Let's ask him if the kitchen's clean.
Yep.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Sweet.
Okay.
Has everyone done their piano?
Yeah.
Hey, let's homeschool right now, everybody. At what, 7 p.m.? You saw my live?
No, are you on it?
I'm on it, yeah.
Tyson, come on.
Okay, bye. Bye.
Dawn says.
Love you.
Dawn says, of course it's okay to send your kids to public school. Be a part of the solution instead of the problem.
Oh, who said that?
Dawn.
Dawn! I'm glad you're here. Is she still here?
I don't know.
Yeah. So I don't think the public schools can be fixed. I think that they are working exactly how they are designed to work, and I choose not to participate. So I don't agree with the pedagogy of the traditional public school system. So I shouldn't be, it's not like, oh, be part of the, for me. Well, 1, it's not my calling. My calling is to empower mamas to homeschool their kids. 2, I don't think the public schools, I don't think it's possible to have them fixed, especially since they're working exactly how they were set up to work since they were created. So, yeah.
You know, a lot of people are responding to this. Thoughts on forest schools. We have a lot of people doing forest schools.
Oh, nice. Who's doing forest schools?
Kayla,
Yeah.
her son did a trial day and loved it.
How wonderful. I love it. So tell me, does your particular forest school adhere to a particular homeschooling philosophy like Charlotte Mason or unschooling? I'd love to hear.
Yeah. Okay. And Dawn says, why you were incorrect, but she needs to look up the history.
Yeah. So go ahead and look up the history. So I don't know if you're aware, but I am writing a book currently on homeschooling, and I am a trained historian. I have a graduate degree in history, and 1 chapter of my book is on the history of compulsory schooling, and it is being executed exactly how it was designed, and it is one pedagogy. We're putting all of our kids through one pedagogy, and there are 8 others. There are different ways that our kids can learn. So, and you know what? Maybe it is your calling to help with the school system. And I love your passion, but it's not mine. And so I can totally respect your opinion, but you can't tell me what my calling is. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, forest school.
Okay, tell me all about the forest schools.
Kendra, not our Kendra, but I have a 3-year-old in forest preschool once a week. It's just a supplement.
Yeah.
To homeschooling. Britt, what's a forest school?
Okay, I want to hear everything. You guys, can someone join me on the live? I love this.
People are asking about when your book's coming.
Oh, 2024.
Pre-order it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you'll pre-order it. Oh, my goodness. And if we're, like, friends, I'll sign the book. Yes, so it's not available for pre-order yet. No, it's coming out in 2024. Yes. So I'm currently writing it. Yeah, and it's going to be great, right? It's going to be great.
New Kendra says, what state do you homeschool in?
I'm in Colorado. Yeah, I'm in Colorado. You guys are so sweet to want to pre-order my book. Will you? Okay, wait, you guys, can we make a little club right now? Like, it really makes me look good to the publisher if there's a lot of pre-orders. So, can we make a club? I'm a first-time author, so I'm not quite sure how all this works. Wait, can we talk about the forest schools? Can we talk about forest schooling? Is it Charlotte Mason unschooling? Does yours have a particular style?
Hikes, lunch, campfires.
Ah! I gotta find out if I have one near me. So last year
Kindergartners learning to whittle with knives.
Oh my goodness, Kendra, you're hilarious. I hate making... Wait, what is your username? You're cracking me up tonight, girl. Oh my goodness. You have no idea the style. It's just awesome. The style is awesome. Should we make a 10th homeschooling style, which is just awesome? Or maybe let's make forest schooling a whole style. I think that's absolutely fabulous. Okay, so what I will say is we did participate in this co-op-y situation where we drove the kids up to the mountains because we live in Denver, but like the mountains are right there. And like, I'm staring at them. And it was all this homeschool meetup thing, and then every week was a theme, like how to build a shelter, and then how to find food, and then a whole nother week was on like how to find water and purify water in the wild, and it was kind of like this homeschool survival camp situation, and it was really cool. Yeah.
Taylor asks, any good programs that aren't just sitting in paperwork?
Oh.
We do ACE, but first grader gets restless.
Yes. Yeah, there are a lot of programs that aren't just sitting around, and you should definitely take breaks. I don't know if you have a morning time and reading out loud, but yeah, that is one pedagogy, and there's 8 more. There's different ways to educate children, and you need to listen to your heart because you're like, okay, this isn't really working for one of my kids. So look into others. Go online, take a quiz, a free quiz from somebody, I don't even know who, on your homeschooling style and see what you come up as. That'd be fun.
Yep, that's great. Clarissa, how do I get my high schooler to read?
Oh, okay. Okay, so this is a loaded question. Is your high schooler not reading, or does your high schooler just not enjoy reading?
That is a good
That's
question.
what I need to know.
Yeah, we'll wait to hear from
Okay, we'll wait to hear from you.
Britt.
Hi, everybody. Come ask your homeschooling questions. Yay!
Britt asks, what's your favorite Charlotte Mason homeschool favorite Charlotte Mason style science program?
Science program. I like Beautiful Feet books. And we just started, which I love, is I'm giving her a free plug, Cindy. Cindy West's our Our Journey Westward. That's a very Charlotte Mason-y style.
Yeah. And Clarissa follows up with her high schooler, doesn't enjoy it.
Okay, so your high schooler doesn't enjoy reading. So Clarissa, like you were my client. You were my client for years. So, okay. And this is, everyone can benefit from this conversation I'm about to have with Clarissa. So when a child doesn't enjoy, so humans enjoy story. Okay, so that's one thing to get settled. People just don't, it's not that people just don't like reading. There's a roadblock because all humans love story, right? We're wired to love story. So when I get a child, when we had children in our office that just didn't enjoy reading, we needed to find out why they didn't enjoy reading. So it could be simply because their experience in the schools is that reading is not enjoyable, and this is how they were trained. A lot of times, however, our kids didn't have concept imagery, so when they didn't have comprehension skills. And what comprehension skills are is the ability to make a movie in your head while you are decoding language. So that is what makes us enjoy stories. So that's why kids could absolutely love movies and be way into movies, but then not enjoy a book, because you're having to take that language and the words and translate them into a movie in your own head, which is a wonderful thing to be able to do. So often, and I'm not diagnosing anything, but it's common that when you get a kid who just really does not enjoy reading, it's probably words on a page that are just going in and leaving. They're not actually synthesizing it well in their brain. So that's something to look into if they're having concept imagery.
Yeah.
Would you add to that, Mr. Expert?
Yeah, I mean...
And it's something to take care of. Sorry.
Just the fact
I have a low battery here. It's something to get on top of. Yeah, what would you add?
Just that everything's a story. Even sports are a story.
Right.
So it's not so...
Yes, humans love story. Do I have a charger? Okay.
Yeah.
Or what time is it? Should we sign off?
We have 10 minutes left.
Okay. I probably will last 10 minutes with my battery.
Yeah. Let's see here. What do you think about a Becca? I use multiple curriculums. The Good and the Beautiful, a Becca. Somebody asked about Bob Jones.
Yes. So a Becca and Bob Jones are both considered the traditional style of homeschooling, or another way to call it is public schooling at home. It is one of the 9 styles of educating children, and there's nothing wrong with it. There's a lot of reasons to go with the traditional style. What often does happen is when parents implement a program like that, sometimes you can result in burnout. So that's just something to know about those, but it looks like you're incorporating other things too. Yeah. Should we do we have to do a word? Mary keeps voxing me. Do we have to do a word for our sponsor?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. So this live tonight is brought to you by CTC Math. If you haven't looked into CTC Math, it's definitely one to look into. It's a wonderful way to educate your children in math. So look into it, okay?
Laura asks, average annual cost of homeschooling. My husband is under the impression it's mostly free.
Okay, it is not. I think the average, the last time I looked it up, is between $800 and $1,200 a year to homeschool a child. When you have subsequent children, the price is lower because you reuse a lot of materials. But when you look at the cost of public schooling with all the fundraisers, even all the clothes that you have to buy, the food and stuff, most people it comes out pretty comparable. But homeschooling can be free. This is what I will say about it. The free programs, I don't see a lot of parents lasting a long time on the programs that are free. And if you're not using one of those free programs, that I don't know this person who wants to join my live. If you don't want to use one of those free programs and you kind of want to build your own thing, it takes a lot of work, and it can be done. It just takes a lot of work to do it. So.
Blessed Little House back on Instagram says, what's a good essay and writing curriculum for a middle schooler? I feel like we need a boost.
Yes, a good essay and writing curriculum for middle schoolers. The gold standards are, someone write these down. The gold standards are Write Shop, IEW, and Writing and Rhetoric. Any of those, your kid will know how to write.
Lollipop says, homeschooling special needs children, is it similar or is it a whole different ballgame?
It is pretty similar, actually. Yeah. It depends on the diagnosis, but...
People are asking about, well, let's give a shout out to Summer here.
Hi, Summer.
I switched from public school to homeschooling, and I'm so proud of myself and my boys.
Oh, you guys, can we give her hearts? Double tap your screen, and that's like a hug. I think it's like a hug. This is Summer, and she just started homeschooling. Yay!
Yep.
Awesome. And I mentioned IEW, Writing and Rhetoric, and did someone say what was the other one? Write Shop was the other one, and math curricula options, of course. We have a lot of great options in terms of math in our homeschool space too. But if you have never looked into CTC Math, I would strongly advise you to look into it. It is an excellent resource to give your kid a comprehensive math education, whether you want it as the entire curriculum or if you want it as a supplement. It's absolutely fabulous. The pricing is completely family friendly. There's a price for the first student, but then for multiple kids after that, it's only $10 more. You can learn at your own pace, but the best part about this company is they back their products so much that they have a 12-month money-back guarantee. They don't want any family to not be served well by their curriculum. So if you've never looked into CTC Math, I highly recommend it. What's interesting about CTC Math that I absolutely love is I recommend it for gifted learners as well as learners who have special needs or maybe struggle in math because of the way the program is formulated. It works for both because it is self-paced and it's also intuitive. You cannot go wrong. So many homeschools fail and parents give up homeschooling because of math, but it's because they don't know about programs like CTC. So if you've never looked into it, I highly recommend that you do. Okay, let's ask any other questions before we go tonight.
Real quick, Kayla asks, is it a book or online?
It's online and it's outsourced, you guys. It's outsourced. So the other thing about CTC Math is that the videos, they are video instruction and it's taught by the creator of the program, who is an amazingly talented teacher. So your kids are being taught by an expert of experts, which you can't go wrong. So, yeah.
Kaylin also asked, Kaylin Water, I want to homeschool my kids so badly. I have 6.
Kayla.
3 are currently school age, and I don't know where to begin.
Okay, you have 6 kids.
Yep, and 3
Okay, Kayla. Okay, you have 6 kids. 3 are at school age, and what else?
I don't know where the other 3 are. I don't know if they're younger or older.
Okay, and you really want to homeschool. Okay, so one thing that I want to encourage you is throw out everything that you think homeschooling is. So a lot of parents homeschool families this size. One of the secrets to homeschooling families of your size is doing as many subjects as you can together and to clump together the kids that are of a similar age. So you're doing like one lesson for all of them. We often do that in what we call a morning time. So we do morning times several mornings of the week where we do a curriculum. We do one curriculum that covers science, history, cultural studies, and art. It's all one. And I teach 3 of my children all those subjects at the same time. So the mistake that people make when they think about homeschooling is that you have to homeschool all those kids separately and each of them are in like separate workbook. That's not how we do it. That's not how we do it. There are certain subjects that need to be grade leveled, like math. Yes. You need to sit with a kid to teach them how to read. Yes. But other subjects like science and history and art and music and all those things, those aren't age segregated subjects whatsoever. So be encouraged by that, and the fact that homeschooling does not take 7 hours a day, 5 days a week. Much, much less than that, especially when they're little. When they're in kindergarten and first grade, it's an hour. Like, and you're done. And it's fun. And you'll have family togetherness, and it's the loveliest thing. I love homeschooling.
Kayla says, what is that all-in-one called?
So I am using this year Beautiful Feats Around the World 1. Now, if you go to buy that curriculum, ask for a coupon code. Because I know them, and they should be giving my people coupon codes. Okay?
Allie, I wish I could listen to you every day. You've helped my anxiety.
Oh, Allie, are you in my group? Allie, you can listen to me every day. Are you in my group? You should be if you're not. It's going to open March 1st. Tomorrow we have a parenting coach coming in to help us, and she homeschools herself and is a parenting coach, and she's all about connection. And but not erasing kids' responsibility either. It's going to be such a wonderful balance. I'm so excited about tomorrow's workshop. That's in my membership. My membership will reopen March 1st. And you can go to the link in my link tree and click on that and get information, and you can sign up with your email. And then when the group reopens, you'll be the first to be notified.
Yeah. Laura, you're amazing. Thank you for all this encouragement.
Oh, Laura. You encourage me.
Kayla,
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. You guys are so wonderful.
Kayla, I want to be in the group.
Join the group when you can, when it reopens. I'd love to have you. It is fabulous. It is a really special community.
Oh, Masael sent you a rose.
Oh, Masael.
Emily Stryker, where have you been, bestie?
Emily. I know. You know where I've been is I've been in my membership quite a bit. My goal in the new year was to go live twice on Sundays and Tuesdays. I've just really struggled getting on lives twice a week because, as you guys know, I started my membership before Christmas, and I love the membership. It's absolutely phenomenal. It's so fun. But I'm also writing a book, so I'm trying to balance my membership and writing a book, and then still managing to be on social media too. So, but I'm starting to get a pretty good clip with the writing and all of that. So you'll see me more. You'll see me more on lives.
Awesome. Well, it's
yes.
8:30.
Okay, it's 8:30, you guys. I'm going to go, what am I going to do? Have coffee and chocolate. And I'm going to read fairy tales. Like the real scary ones to my kids. I've been dying to do a TikTok on fairy tales. I just don't think anyone would like it, but there's so many reasons why it's great to read our kids, and not the like fluffy fairy tales like Hans Christian Andersen. Would you think? I don't know. I just don't, every time I try to think, oh, I should do a TikTok on fairy tales, I'm thinking, oh, no one would want to hear what I have to say about fairy tales. But C.S. Lewis talks a lot about fairy tales. And so does J.R. Tolkien. J.R. Tolkien wrote a really cool essay on why our kids, how fairy tales help our kids learn right from wrong, hero's journey, good versus evil, without the trauma of having to learn those things in real life. So you guys have them? You guys have Tales of Wonder? Yes. And okay, so good, because you just said boys need fairy tales too. Fairy tales are so healthy for a childhood, like the scary ones. Maybe I will do a TikTok, because I'm sure there's a lot of parents out there that are like, oh no, I don't want to scare my kid. That'd be a fun discussion, right? Yeah.
Samantha wants you to share your schedule in the group.
Oh, my homeschooling schedule? Okay. Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
I know. Cool. All right. So I'm going to go have some decaf and read fairy tales and turn on my humidifier. I sleep with a humidifier. And I love that. I love that. Okay. Am I tired? I don't know. I should probably go. All right. I love you guys. I'll either see you on TikTok tomorrow on my next live, or I'll see you in my group tomorrow at our workshop. I'm so excited about tomorrow's workshop. I love you guys. Mwah. Okay. Bye.